Most SwiftUI tutorials teach one small feature at a time, but real apps need structure, persistence, authentication, cloud sync, AI handling, quiz logic, and debugging support. This is Swift Coach AI, a production-style SwiftUI app built to show how a real AI-powered iOS project fits together. You can choose learning goals, study different modes, ask all different types of questions using the AI, and it also includes coaching responses as well. The app includes save, conversations, favorites, study plan items, speech, input, spoken responses, and SwiftData local persistence, so the user's learning history can be stored and retrieved locally. There is also practice quiz section where you can create any type of quiz. Okay, I just type one on the fly. How to create a class. As you can see, the AI generates multiple choice questions that you can use where you have to select the right answer. And you can also track your progress and save the quiz results. The actual results, they're stored within the Scores tab, which is here. And it shows you the actual reports. So instead of stitching together random SwiftData, Firebase and AI tutorials, you can get a complete project you can run, study and customize. Most apps delete data silently, but what if your SwiftUI app showed users exactly what was cleared? We need to add a new Swift file within our data folder, which is within the SwiftData folder. And then we need to name this file local SwiftData Reset Service. Local SwiftData Reset Service is a small utility service responsible for deleting all the local store SwiftData records from the app. It just imports the following frameworks: SwiftData, and then we have to create our enum, which will be called local SwiftData Reset Service. So we need to return a local data clear summary. That doesn't exist at the moment, so it's probably best we create that now. We need to add that new Swift file into our DTOs folder. So this will be called local data clear summary. which will be a struct. Import foundation. Local data clear summary is a simple model that stores the result of a local data reset after SwiftData records are deleted. This struct tells us how many records were removed or deleted from each category. And this also makes the reset feature easier to display in the UI and easier to test and also easier to debug. We need to add a few lets constants, so that would be sessions. Keeping the results in a dedicated model makes the reset easier to test and to debug. On lines 20 to 22, this is intentionally computed instead of stored, so the total always reflects the individual count and avoids duplicated states. So now we can return to the previous file that we were working on. So that's within our SwiftData folder. So what we're doing here, we fetch every local model type that should be removed from SwiftData. Keeping this explicit makes it clear exactly what data is being reset. So I'll just copy and paste the rest from the clipboard because it's all very similar. Delete dependent child records before deleting the parent session. This helps avoid relationships issues where child objects still reference parents' records that have already been removed. So what that does, it will persist the deletion changes to SwiftData store. Also, we missed out the S from messages. See if that works. Just compile it. And closing bracket. Well, the problem is we missed out a bracket on line 23, a closing bracket. It should be there. Compile it again. And that's it. Our local SwiftData reset system is now complete. In the next episode, we'll build the AI quiz models that turn generated questions into a real quiz data. That's the key step before saving AI generated quizzes into SwiftData. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.